Hello, this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Let's Play, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, Episode 21. Oh, beta, of course. Last time we think we've gathered all the clues to identify the bad person. So let us go and do that, and then we'll probably try to do some exploring that's more exciting than me reading tons and tons of text. Do 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 bink. Okay, let's talk to Sister Charisme. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss that they stole? I don't need anything else. I'll take a look at the suspects. The tieflings are tense and ready to reach for their weapons. The only redheads are Melron and Dothy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Vinar, Dothy, and Melron. Dothy, Melron, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi is female. Only Vanil and Melron have green cloaks. So I'm guessing that it's Melron. I'm ready to give a name. Well, go on, tell her. The traitor is Melron. You'll pay for this. Voritel and Hetsipus will get you in the end. Grab him. Take him away for questioning. You know, stabbing him isn't the best way to get him ready for questioning. Kashmi looks weary, but her earlier tension has clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Bayomet ordered him to steal the moon of Abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Erebus so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get Nick and he'd slink off to meet with his customer. You've got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamed of holding it in my hands, if only for a moment. He said that when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultist. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? Clear out this place. The sooner the better. The city's dying. I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not for people who stood up to defend it with weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city, but we've always been outsiders here. That's why we should fight. Why should we fight for you? What are you going to do to the traitor? He'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm, to think about what he did. Any other questions? Yes, he's going to the farm. Can I join the family? That's all you want? You can have your pick of non-tiefling gangs. You have no need to tread on our territory. The family is for tieflings only, no exceptions. I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around long either. Kirsme turns to leave. Sister, Wolfjam nervously bites his lips. His cheeks are flushed, and his tail is swishing through the air. You forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? Ah, that. So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk the one time it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you till next time. Wolfjan. That was the most pathetic apology I have ever heard. Christmas' eyes harden, but she sighs. All right. I'm sorry, Wolfjan. Let's part on good terms. Wolfjan watches her go, his tail relaxing. You made some impression on her. I've never seen Sister Karasmi back down before. Listen, Chief, when you got a spare minute, come see me. I've something I want to discuss with you. But for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the buildings above is ready to crash down on our heads. Okay, so we've done his quest. Let's see if there's anything here we need to... Ooh, there's some loot. Bottle of something to drink. Another bottle of something to drink. A shining sail, a Gukari, however you say that. I am horrible at pronouncing all these words. That's why I don't like reading stuff. And off we go. Okay. We got something here we're supposed to do. Bring storyteller to Defender's heart. Talk to story. Oh, did we never get him to... That would be really silly if I never actually got him there. Which I probably didn't, now that I think about it. And a fight. Oop. These encounters are pretty much, we can auto do them most of the time, so I'm just going to do them quickly. Pretty straightforward and easy. Collect all and leave. Continue. Oh, another encounter. If nothing else, we're clearing out cultists in the city, making it safer. And getting a little money on the side. Never hurts. A lot of random encounters on this run. Someone get injured? I thought somebody got hit. Oh, Bear did.
Rules are made to be broken.
Okay, we got Bear. All taken care of. Getting lots of scrolls from these cultists. They're all low-level ones, but hey, scrolls are scrolls. Ah, Nino could learn hypnotism. Could have sworn we rescued him, but we may not have talked to him to go back to town. I bet that's what we did. We've left him sitting here all this time. How come you didn't burn in the fire? Tell the truth, I myself do not know. I felt the heat. It was so strong. I waited for the pain, the burning, but I was unscathed. But the smoke nearly did finish me off. It may be some form of magical protection against fire, but I don't know by what means I may have acquired it. Just another oddity from my collection of the unexpected. I'm taking you to Defender's Heart. Please accept my sincere thanks once again. And if I may, please don't rush. I will struggle to keep up with your young legs. And I'm not the only one thankful to you. That young crusader over there is eager to give his regards, but he is too shy to approach you. I can tell from his quickened breathing. When we reach a safe place, take pity on the lad and accept his thanks. The young man with aristocratic features wipes the sweat from his brow and gives you a spontaneous bow. Allow me to introduce myself, Brother Calum, at your service. Thank you for helping us. We thought we were doomed to perish. Go to Defender's Heart. Those who are ready to fight are gathering there. The city still fights? Why, that's incredible news. We will go to our sanctuary guarded by our Order brother and sisters. We will bring them to Defender's Heart. Okay, so can we go now? Okay, now we can go to Defender's Heart. We completed another quest, finally. Yay! I like doing all the quests, so hopefully people don't mind me doing all these little quests before we head on to more exciting stuff. Okay, where is Mr. Storyteller? There he is. Come on, bear. The blind elf looks better than he did in your last encounter. His clothes are clean, his pale face has some color. The elf turns to you and listens closely. Is that you, my savior? I recognize your footsteps, determined footsteps, befitting a determined person. Allow me to thank you again for saving me. Please accept this humble gift as a token of my appreciation. The elf hands you a small black ring with 2 scarlet runes on it. Arabeth has explained why you are looking for me. I warned the authorities of Cannabis that the local wardstone had been desecrated. They waved off my warnings and paid for their inaction. When I lived in the river kingdoms, my advice proved quite useful for a young kingdom founded there by some resourceful adventurers. Too bad Horan and his advisors were not as far-sighted as to listen to me. I have examined many wardstones, but only in the one guarding Cannabis did I see a flaw. A spot of corruption inside, a vulnerability the demons will surely use. They are able to spread the blight inside the wardstone, corrupt it, and make it their weapon. It frightens me to think of what it will be capable of. The wardstone must be destroyed. What blight is concealed in the wardstone? I'm afraid I don't have an answer to your question. To understand the nature of this blight, we need to understand how the wardstone was created, and it is hidden from me. I can only guess. Have you heard of the Red Morning Massacre? A dreadful morning remembered with fear even by those not yet born at the time. A demon is called Miago. invaded the city with a crowd of her followers and started to do what demons do best, kill and desecrate. They say they covered the wardstone with pieces of dead bodies, splashed it with blood from top to bottom. Could such an abomination darken the radiance of the gift of Iomead herself? The locals think this is impossible, but who knows? It was not the last attack. Many demon leaders brought their unholy forces here. Even the terrifying Balor
Still on it.
Kramaza Crow. Their attacks were rebuffed, but they still reached their target. I think this is when the seed of corruption was planted in the stone. I wouldn't have grown on its own, but Daskari himself has now come to take advantage of this weakness to open the abscess that has been festering for years, unnoticed by the people of Cannabis. And when the demon lord struck the blow, the weakened stone gave in, now in demons' hands, and nothing is stopping them from spreading the blight throughout the entire stone, and from it to the other stones along the whole perimeter of the world wound. Do you wield some special magic power, some instinct? Yes, to a certain extent, but it is more of a gift. I can see the past, stories that have happened. I touch an object, and shreds of its owner's memories are revealed to my mind, their emotions, passions, and tragedies. I see visions like I am them, and their stories happen to me. That is my power. I've been roaming the world, gathering such stories for many thousands of years. One day I will gather them all. I have heard you, storyteller. In that case, you must make every possible effort to destroy the corruption. Unfortunately, I don't know where to get an instrument powerful enough to banish it from the wardstone. As far as I know, there is nothing like that in Cannabis, but demons might have something. I have heard the dying roar of Trendaliv, the silver dragon, the protector of the city. Only a truly mighty weapon could slay such a powerful creatures. I would advise you to go where Trendaliv perished and search there for it. Something. I'm sorry I can't be more specific, but intuition and a strange sense of rightness tell me to point you there. Present the purple stone. I found it in the square where Trendaliv perished. What do you make of it? The story will reach out and says softly, even from here I can feel strange energies emanating from the object. If you don't mind, I will examine it using my method. I will try to see the past of its owner, their emotions, and shreds of their memories, maybe to help us better understand what we're dealing with. The storyteller touches the knife, his fingers clamping around the hilt with a hungry, masterful grip. His face contorts into an evil grimace, his voice disgustingly raspy. Hunger. My legs bring into my lair, to my mother's feasting hall. Her swollen body, overfilled with food, is so huge that I have to look at it with all of my eyes at once. On top is her scrawny little head, with a long beak that is always yearning for more food. You feel feverish. Your chest, where the mysterious wound is concealed, feels hot. Your mind is flooded with a wave of visions repeating the words of the old elf. Mother greets me with a placid screech. Stupid, greedy wench, whose only achievement is my birth. I'm a creeping, wingless creature. It's your fault I have no wings, a symbol of greatness, a birthright I should have received from my mighty father. Mother points to a crowd of whimpering subjects, suggesting I fortify myself with their pathetic flesh. Not today. I summon my swarm and they fly to me, enveloping me in a teeming cloud. Like dark buzzing wings, they unfold behind my back and lift me up. Mother has always been stronger, but she did not expect this. I dive on her and rip her limp, bloated body with my claws. Ichor splatters. The bone spurs on my heels sink into her flesh. I clutch her powerful tiny head and tear it off along with the shreds of meat. Victory! I am the strongest. I am the son of my winged father. Appalling. Stories like these are most difficult ones to keep with me. Did this knife belong to a demon? The storyteller opens his mouth to answer, but a sudden spasm crosses his face. A new vision, a much stronger one, engulfs the old elf. The malevolent undertones vanish from his voice as it grows more determined and tired. Even looking at the wardstone is difficult. Despite the corruption nesting in it, it still has an aura of strength. Your fingers clutch the stone hilt so tight it hurts. A little spot on the flawless surface of the wardstone draws your attention. It looks like a butterfly, corruption in the guise of something utterly harmless, but it will grow. You swing and stab the butterfly with the knife as hard as you can. Your fingers cramp painfully. A howl invades your ears. Light, white light everywhere. The stone knife falls from the old elf's hands. Out of breath, he drops to his knees. He is trembling, the terror on his face so unlike his usual dignified manner. What was that? That was not the past. That was something that is yet to come, or rather might happen. One is the roads to the future. In one of the possible future, this item will help you to cleanse the wardstone, or to destroy it. You feel a longing to take the stone chisel and plunge it into your chest, right into the wound that has opened up. It is hard to resist this feeling, but at the last moment your self-preservation instinct takes over, and you manage to keep control of your hands. The old man stands up. He looks completely stunned. Excuse me. Oh. Never before has anything like this happened to me, but now... But how? I'm not an oracle or a prophet, or is this another riddle from the past that has caught up with me? I must find out. Seeing stories that have happened is one thing, but seeing stories that are yet to happen, I don't know why this is happening now, but there's one thing I'm sure of. This is not a coincidence. This is a sign of coming changes. Great changes. I have shared your vision with you, and this knife tempted me. Did you see what I saw? This has never happened before. Could it be the magic of the object that you brought me? I sense dark energies in it that can cloud and charm the mind. Be careful with this item. It may have tried to influence you, but you managed to overcome its power and subdue it. Or something else has happened to us that we don't understand. Is what you saw destined to happen? No, the future's not set. It used to be a long time ago when the god Eredin guarded Glorian. But not now. Prophecies do not come true, or they do, but not the way they were supposed to. I only saw one vision of the future, one of the paths leading to it. But the choice has been made, and our destinies are not set in stone. Has not been made. Who were you in your vision? I don't know. Someone strong and desperate enough to resort to extreme measures. I felt what I was doing had to be done. Your powers are amazing. A few minutes ago I would agree with you, but the thing that this just happened, it disturbs me. My gift has never manifested like this. Something has changed, and these changes frighten me. Please examine the items I carry. Perhaps some of them could tell us a story. Let me touch them and I'll tell you what I see. The old elf carefully takes Yanel's sword, Radiance. A faint smile touches his lips. Powerful forces lie dormant in the sword. It used to belong to an incredibly bright and daring soul. The elf looks at you with unusual impatience. Shall we? What do you see in its past? Dresden is doomed. Demons attacked right when we lost the protection of the Sword of Valor. My city, my bastion of hope. We built you as a symbol that the lands mutilated by the abyss could still be restored to mortals. Now you are perishing, and there is nothing I can do. We retreat. No, we flee. A frightened crowd rushes out into the night through the southern gate. They are chased by the angry howls of demons, killing the last defenders of the citadel. My heart goes out to them, but I'm standing still on the wall. I am covering their retreat. Demons do not attack. They seethe around you, fall from the sky, strike from all sides at once. They can't be stopped, but they can be distracted. I run to the upper floor of the gate tower. Radiance glows with a golden light in my hand. I permit myself to close my eyes for just one heartbeat. I imagine that the soft glimmering of the sword I see through my closed eyelids is the light of the summer sun. I smile, I open my eyes, and I call out, "Hey, Daskari spawn, you want to take the best trophy of the night? You know my name. Yanel, you know how many of you I have killed with this very hand. You want to curry favor with Darazan, Minigo, or Echo of your lord? Please take my head, if you can." Roaring and screaming, they rush towards me in a wave of deformed bodies and unfurled wings. The waves crash against me, spattering my armor with bloody froth. Broken wings and chopped-up bodies plummet to the foot of the tower. In the heat of the battle, I see Joran's pale face down there. He looks up at me in desperation, but he can't help. He's carrying 2 wounded on his shoulders. My city will fall, but my friends will survive. This is what I'm fighting for. I'm covering the retreat. The flow of fleeing people gradually dwindles. My armor is broken in many places, and I cannot heal my wounds anymore. The last demon I stab with radiance suddenly recoils, tearing the handle out of my blood-slicked hand. He flies up but falls somewhere far beyond the wall, by the road being taken by those fleeing. No more golden glow in my hand. The night closes in on me, filled with shrieking, mocking, demon laughter. Dresden, I'm dying with you. Light of the sword, righteous Iomede, accept my soul. The storyteller runs his hands along the blade with a sad smile. I know whose memory this is. I've heard about her so many times. Yanel was a true crusader. Touching her memories is so cleansing. Do you see the future of this sword? Just one of numerous possibilities. The blind elf touches the sword hilt, and the metal rings in his voice. I slide out of the sheath swiftly. I proudly watch the army of warriors led by my lady. I sing, slashing the air, putting courage in their hearts. I am radiance. Tremble, city of Dresden. My lady Yanel has perished, but I am not done yet. Charge! The storyteller returns the sword to you. It is nice to know this sword's glory days are not over. It has many battles ahead. Take care of it. It is a glorious sword. Present the stone knife. Tell me about its previous owner. We've already done this story. Okay. I thank you for the story, storyteller. We have more important things to do. I have to go. I wish you interesting adventures. And we need to sleep. Actually, we have other stuff in here. Collect all. Storyteller runs us over the scale that still hasn't lost its shine. Proud Trendela, protector of cannabis, you have devoted your life to serving people. Your death is a great loss, but maybe I will be able to find out something about you that is unknown to the flock of your admirers. The elf looks at you with unusual impatience. Shall we? Show Teneville's scale to the storyteller. Tell me about Trendeliv. I didn't know I had a scale. The story taker takes a deep breath and smiles. I am flying. I finally spread my wings. I am gliding over a broad river at sunset. It became smooth like a mirror. I see my reflection as if another silver dragon is rising to meet me from the depths. But what is it? The scales of my chest are black, and darkness is spreading over my entire body. I wake up. Clear sky is swaying over me, blazing with heat. I am in human form. There is red dust of the wound stuck to my cracked lips. Someone is carrying me on a stretcher made of shields and spears. I am so weak I can barely raise my hand to my face. The look of my own hand terrifies me. It is black and the skin is glistening like scales melted by fire. I should probably cry, but I only feel hatred and nausea. All of these people around, out of sympathy for them, I left mountains, flying over rivers. I went to Demon's Lair. They don't have a scratch on them, and I am infected with foulness. This is not fair. My life is more precious than their mere existence. Oh, how I would hate them in this moment. And then suddenly I feel shame. No, these are not my thoughts. The Crusaders carrying me are my good friends. I am glad they did not suffer. But I hate them and myself so much. Pain pierces me, along with the hatred. It is all because of them. All because of them. Someone was walking beside me, touches me, talks to me, but the only thing I hear is, "Your mentor. He will come, will help." The consciousness leaves me. So much hatred from Trendreville. I say it different every time. We'll call him Trendy. Wasn't he on our side? Trendy has come a long way. Once her unit was ambushed by demons who infected her with foulness. The Trendy you met in Kennebus went through all the trials and returned her former purity. What happened next? The story puts his hand on his forehead. Sometimes the past can be as vague as the future. We all know Trenny's story ended, but the beginning is hidden from us. Maybe if you find something else that belonged to her, we will know more about her fight. However, no matter what we find out, remember, her soul, the soul of a real dragon, overcame all obstacles and torments. She was able to become pure, for dragons are truly powerful not only with their body, but with their spirit as well. We have more important things to do. Okay, we can go ahead and put some stuff back. Let's go ahead and sort this. Nope. Put you back, and you back, and you back, and you back. What are you? To all saving throws against fire-based effects. We can give that to someone. And put you back. And you. And you. Okay, I think at this point we will call it an episode. So as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment. And if you disliked the episode, leaving me a dislike's fine. Please leave a comment saying why you disliked the episode. As always, this is Spidey 1958, and have fun gaming.